We have a population that we care for around Charleston, South Carolina, at the medical university there, of very severely affected patients with lupus who are African American of Gullah descent. So my work since 2003 has been trying to find the answer as to why that community is more affected by autoimmune disease. And when they do get lupus, it tends to be at an earlier age, a more severe onset, more severe organ involvement, like more kidney disease, heart disease, CNS involvement, brain involvement. We have people come in for what we call a baseline visit, where we ask a lot of questions about past and current exposures that might be playing a role in autoimmunity. We also ask about family history. We collect DNA and have been very involved from the beginning in a lot of genetic studies, trying to discover the genes that might put someone more at risk of lupus. And then we collect blood and urine also for biomarker studies. This newest phase of research that we're looking into, utilizing all the wealth of data that we've collected since 2003, but also going forward asking some more detailed questions about things that we really think are going to make a difference, is we're focusing on diet and the microbiome in the gut, so the bacteria, the microbes that we live with, that everybody has in their intestinal tract. We actually think, and the community agrees with this, that those are going to play a role in the development of autoimmunity. There's some very early evidence that it's not just like certain bad bacteria, but it's just the fact that we're losing a lot of the diversity of bacteria and other microbes in the intestinal tract. And so this is new. I mean, we're just starting to collect that data. So we've put in last year 2 big projects where the NIH came back understandably and said, you don't have preliminary data. We think your ideas are great, but get some preliminary data and come back later and we'll look at it again. But the support was there and the feedback was really good. We incorporated a lot of that feedback into some smaller grants, also to the NIH, and those are out there right now. And that was actually where the LFA Lifeline really came in and helped, because we were in a period where that research, everyone was excited to start it, but we really didn't have any funding at that moment to embark on that. I'd like to see some of our findings translate into preventing lupus in people that we can identify who are at risk. So a lot of our efforts right now are looking at first-degree relatives of patients with lupus, especially sisters or children of lupus patients. We know they're at higher risk, but we don't have a good way of figuring out what to do to prevent. And all this work that we're doing now is trying to find, I guess, modifiable, reversible things that we can intervene and stop that progression of autoimmune disease. So once we have those discoveries, that's where I see the future going, and translating it into interventions that we can bring to people who are at risk for lupus.